Oh! Wow!
Toyed with that.
Absolute beauty.
It's back on again! Oh!
Drop it down, fish like that, get in. I've loved it. What a day. Straight ahead of us there's a big load of birds working. Just working over the top of the reef.
That's it, man. I reckon we'll call that good.
Give that a go. Mad crazy feet. Oh, there's bass. I just saw bass surface right in front of us, actually. Literally directly.
Coming into it, yeah. Cool.
So what we've done here is we've circled around this area of birds, which is over there. Yeah, that's fish jumping there. And we're going to be drifting over the top of the ledge. You're going to start on a shallow lure.
Yeah,
I'm going to start on an out-and-out surface.
Oh. Oh. The lure's bigger than the fish, Tom.
Definitely some smaller fish there. Oh. Look at them, smashing that thing. Ah, Jason's on.
Mielato.
I did everything but hook up on that cast.
I think the object is to actually hook up there, mate.
Oh, yeah. Right at the side of the boat.
Awesome.
Only small fish though, aren't they? Blimey.
Wow.
Let's hope things get a little bit bigger.
Sizest, as someone once said to me. That's a little bit better.
No, I just have a drag set really low. Obviously last
still
time I
bigger
used
than
this.
that one I had.
You're going to have to work on that, you know.
Absolutely tiny. They're really mixed shoals at the moment, aren't they?
Oh, it's not quite as bad as I thought.
Oh, look at that. That's
Still a small fish.
That was a decent boil out.
There you go, look.
That'd be legal.
Right on the surface. No. That is not a legal fish. First of the day. Well, first to me. Sorry, you technically beat me by about 30 seconds.
So we're going to do a fish handling video. And Tom won't be doing it.
No, I'll be watching it afterwards, going looking for some tips. It's true. So the trick with these surface lures, and to be fair, then the little shallows, as you're reeling, just flick, 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 flick with your rod like that. And it gets that lure zigzagging and working quite erratically across the surface.
Oh. He's on it. Hey!
And now and again you can add in a little pause, and then twitch, 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 twitch again.
Lovely clear water, isn't it? Which is strange on a falling, because you get all the stuff coming out the stour, which colours the head on a falling tide.
I think everything just settled down a little bit. The harbour coming out was much clearer than the other day.
Yeah, yeah.
Fish
wow, there's tons. See,
tiny.
There's tons of feeding fish over there, but there's no birds on them, so it just goes to show you it's not all about the birds.
Even the small ones, so much sport. So I had deliberately gone with my lighter lure rod here. So I've got the 7 to 35 grammer. I have got my 20 to 50 grammer somewhere. We're going to go out. That is absolutely tiny, in fact. That's embarrassing. I'm going to cut that bit out. Yeah, we're going to go out a little bit deeper later, once we're bored of catching these. I've got my heavier lure rod for some bigger, heavier lures. Cool, right in the scissors, eh? Look. Every time, look.
Come on then, quick. Yeah. Stop catching fish, we talked about this.
Sorry, we did, yeah.
Content. Is that bad?
It's better than the last one, but everything could be better than the last one.
Absolutely.
The pouting would be better than the last one.
See where he is on the back of the reef, he's picking up. I've seen him, he picked up a better fish. What we got there?
Bit of bass.
That's a keeper.
Oh, who's phoning me? I'm out fishing.
Pacemaker going off because it's over an inch.
Bass.
Fish is basically all head, isn't it, that one?
There we go. Beautiful. On the surface, on the light rod. Loads of fun. Double hook up.
Always the way, isn't it? Swimming at me.
That's very kind of it.
Well, it does. It does reduce the amount of trauma, doesn't it? Little bars of razor blades.
Spiky as
Ow, ow.
Um,
Traumatic bit of fishing, isn't it? So we slowed right down. Can you see how fast we're doing?
we are doing 1 knot? No.
Left hand.
Oh, 0.5. Sorry. Oh, fish.
So the wind and tide, the wind will be holding us up on the tide.
Yeah, that feels a slightly better fish.
Looks it.
We have a rule on the boat. Whoever hooks up, the other person must say, that looks a better fish. Because guaranteed by the time you got to the side of the boat, it's shrunk to about 12 ounces. And then you're just really embarrassed that you've milked it.
But that is a better fish.
It's probably just a foul-hooked wrasse. Never underestimate the ability of foul-hooked fish to feel really big. I called it.
Oh my God, you gimped him. Where'd you gimp him?
It just didn't feel...
Oh, congrats.
It was under, just...
So I think in a minute we'll go and look for some mackerel. Yeah, there's no way we'll keep any mackerel alive for that long. But if they're in, I've got a spot out there that the mackerel
Just
get.
keep...
I might stick one of them on.
I see, I was right on the surface.
Wow.
Oh, no, that's a small fish. We will go out and have a look for some better fish in a minute, but
When
we're
you're
having too much
catching.
fun. One of the hardest things in fishing is go away from fish.
But I've done that lots. I've driven off fish to find better fish
Yeah.
and found no fish.
And then found no fish. Yeah, but you know. This is definitely a shoal
Number
of
of
smaller
fish
fish.
down there is nuts, isn't it?
Oh, it's huge.
Have a look at the sounder later when we get over a shoal. Oh, he did an actual somersault on that.
Right, quick change of lure. I've gone from the small little one to a much larger, that's a 130 size lure. Because I'm going to convince myself I'm now going to catch bigger fish. How does that normally go for us, Jason?
Well, I mean, badly's a harsh way to put it, but
Oh, it casts a lot further,
yeah, they do.
which is really useful when you don't really need a cast because there's bass at the side of the boat.
Reeling in a 3-inch bass from 100 metres.
So fishing this exactly the same way. Twitch, 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 twitch. Just looking for that erratic movement on the surface.
See that little nose splash is
I'm
coming
getting
off
smashed by a tiny fish. There we go. Oh, no, he's dropped it. No, he hasn't. You come back with it. You drop that and then, hit it again.
it. That's a better fish.
Don't say it. Why'd you say it? It's not a better fish. What, better fish than what? Not having a fish.
And being at work.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's a better fish than being at work.
See the ones with him?
I did see one of the ones with him. Oh, well, actually, it's a better fish than my last fish.
Definitely a better fish than my last fish.
But then my pet goldfish was a better fish than my last fish.
Quite skinny, isn't it? That one's spawned, isn't it, I reckon?
Are you judging my fish before I've even got out of the water?
Absolutely.
You're so judgy. Judge him at judge face.
Really enjoy it.
Well, there we go. So they switched to a larger lure. That's caught a larger sized bass. Proof, evidence. Quick, stop the cameras. Let's not do that again.
Confirmation bias.
We don't need to prove it twice, do we? There we go. Slightly better fish.
Lovely colour.
No big one, but tons of sport. You on the same lure?
5 foot of water here.
So my personal opinion with surface lures is the colour doesn't make any difference.
They're seeing a silhouette, aren't they?
They're seeing silhouette, they're seeing splashing, erratic, noise, disturbance. Why the colour, especially the top half of the lure, why the colour would make any difference, I don't actually know. And I don't think it does. Maybe I'm being cynical.
Fishermen like it though.
maybe working in a shop, I shouldn't say things like the colour's there to catch the angler.
Oh, that was a good one.
Fish on, sir?
Yeah. Once again, he's been really cooperative and swimming towards me. Oh no, he's not. I'm just dragging him. He's tiny. So, there's a theory. That is actually the same size as that fish, pretty much.
Oh, that is. They are greedy, greedy swines. Look at the size of that.
How he thought he was going to swallow that's beyond me.
So we just had 2 or 3 casts without a fish, didn't we?
Shocking.
Which is pretty disastrous, to be fair. But there's, you might be able to see, we've drifted away from the birds, we've drifted away from the fish a little bit. So don't just keep going, don't just keep drifting and drifting and drifting. If you suddenly start catching fish, move to where the fish are. Over yonder, how far is that, Jason?
300 metres, 400
300 metres. It's about as far as I can cast. There's a load of birds working. So reel in, get the rods in, straight over to there again. So they are literally telling you where the fish are. Use those birds to your advantage.
So the tide narrowed off a bit. We're only doing half a mile an hour. The wind's holding us up with the boat and the tide.
0.6 actually.
Sorry.
You said half, that's not quite.
Sorry. And so the fish have moved up current. There's a big pod of them up there. We're going to go up and have a look. Shoot up there. Stay mobile with bass.
Let's do this.
He's spotted him, Ella.
Really working that.
You can see with the gulls, some of them are just sat on top, pecking it out of the bait ball. Yeah. They're not even diving. It's like a
The wind's going to blow us into that way as well.
Yeah, it's like a McDonald's for seagulls. So you see them working, see the way the shoal's moving this way and they're moving with them? We're in them now. We're in them now. That seagull's on me.
Seagull.
He fancies it.
Seagulls love a bit of plastic.
And a chip. Actually, these are chip-shaped lures, aren't they? He's on you.
Hey, we got him. It's a small fish again. I'm under you.
More smalls. It's all right. Just carry on. You'll have got that, won't you? That was great. You see where they are, just there, where the gulls are concentrating over the top of them.
So first cast out with the surface. I had one first drift by that shoal, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then we had a few casts without a fish, and there wasn't that much attacking on the surface, so we knew there was fish there. So we've just gone for a shallow diving. So rather than out and out surface, also gets away from the damn seagulls. So we've gone for a slightly shallow one, and again, first cast.
Slightly better fish.
Slightly better fish.
Bigger than the schoolies, isn't it?
This is only probably working maximum 2 foot below. But it's paid dividends. There you go. Beauty. And that's actually a new lure. That's the Axia 1010. I don't know why it's given the name 1010. Small little sandy sort of shaped thing. Again, I've got rid of the trebles. Hate trebles. There you go. Beaut. So these have a little, almost like a lip, sort of lip built into the body, which means that as you retrieve, it just wants to sort of dive down. They will wobble on their own right, so you can just do a straight retrieve of these if you like. I actually prefer to just give them a little flick as well, a little bit like their surface lure. So sort of flick, 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 like that. Adds that erraticness in. Makes it out to be an injured fish. I'm not trying to, not necessarily trying to replicate the healthiest fish in the sea. We're trying to replicate.
I'll take one of them off you. I'm not even looking up on them.
Injured fish in the sea. I'll stick your mulatto back on there if I were you.
You not bring any 1010s?
I bought one 1010. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
is he going to have a go?
So you brought one 1010?
What? I didn't know it was a brand new lure in the shop. I didn't know it was any good. I wasn't going to buy more than one. Turns out bass love them.
You say buy.
It's too cheap, to be fair. They're only like 8-9 quid or something. I don't like selling you lures less than 20 quid.
Thank you, darling.
Normally the same lure, just with a higher price tag on.
I really appreciate that.
So we stopped at a mark to hook some mackerel, just for Jason's freezer, and I thought whilst we're doing that, I'm going to put a vertical jig down, a slow jig, and about fourth drop down, bang, into something decent. Ask Jason to maybe dig out his net.
Is your net called?
Bass. Net. Bass. Yeah. That's not coming off ever. Look at that! Beauty!
Pink slow jig.
That was on, there you go. HTO, 150 grams, slow jig. Right, so we've moved over to a much deeper mark, sort of closer to the needles now. What sort of depth of water are we in now, Jace?
We've got 70 foot under us.
70 foot under us. There's a nice little pinnacle under there as well.
It's a wreck.
And we... I stand corrected. There's a nice wreck underneath.
It's a pinnacly wreck.
It's a pinnacly wreck. And there's a few mackerel working around it.
That might be scad the way they had tight on the bottom, actually.
So we've got some 150 gram jigs on. Actually, no, you're on a slightly lighter one, aren't you?
No.
No, 150 gram jigs. I've uprated me wad. It's good English, wasn't it? I've gone for a slightly heavier wad. This is my 20 to 50 gram.
Looking at it, I'd say we'd probably pick up a bass under that, shoulder mackerel.
And all we're doing is working that jig up and then just letting it drop down. And as it drops down, it's sort of doing all this weird and wonderful.
He's in. Oh, just had a hit.
Had a hit, did you?
No, he's on.
He's on. Oh no, hang on.
Is that you?
I think we're.
I've caught something. Yeah,
look, they're in love.
Friend.
You can just work these. Oh, there we go. You can just work these jigs like mackerel feathers, can't you? Just bounce them up and down.
Absolutely.
Some
people put the jigs on the back of the feathers, don't they?
Yeah, you can do. Yeah. There's a 20-foot band of fish underneath us. So I'm just lifting, winding, lift, wind,
the flutter action
lift,
kicking.
and then as you drop. Lift.
Nice little one.
Drop. Look at that! Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, probably the best fish I've ever seen in my life. That is a pouting. Oh my God. That is enormous.
Got some teeth.
Now you
on
know
it.
how excited I get about pout, guys. This is now not a bass video, this is a pouting video.
Do you want it?
Look at it, it's beautiful.
Wrecked
What a
pout.
thing. It's a wrecked pout.
Put him back.
So the fish is showing some fish right hugging the bottom. So we're both just going to drop the jigs down all the way to the bottom and then just almost work them like a mackerel feather. Just lift up as high as you can, then just let it slowly down. And as it's slowly going down, your jig's sort of doing this, dancing all over the place.
Really erratic action when they're going down, isn't it?
It's like mackerel feathering for bass. So we just had the most epic hour fishing ever, right? And guess who forgot to turn the microphones on? I'll give you a hint, it wasn't Jason.
It's nice I'm not getting the blame for something. So what were those two fish we had?
So we had a double hookup. I had a 65, Jace had a 68, but there was a 68 with a fat tummy.
It was a beast.
Can't have been far for double figure fish. All on the vertical jigs, which we're just doing now. So we're fishing in 80 foot of water, 82 foot to be precise. Fishing 150 gram slow jigs. And all we're doing is we're just bouncing them across the bottom. Not that dissimilar to mackerel feathering. So just lift, and then as they slowly flutter back down, every now and again, you get nailed. We had so many fish. I'll add it in as a bit of a montage with some nice music. Or just put the sound of me crying over the top. The minute I realised I'd messed up the audio yet again. Go for an infinite wisdom. That's why I had to keep chopping and changing and... Oh, that's broken.
Maybe that's why it was spinning round.
Oh, shoot. You got... Yeah, but anything else that could go wrong? He's carrying on regardless. What are you going to do if you hook a fish?
I'm in. Oh, I'm off.
Oh, I don't know what to say. You're still going.
Yeah, we haven't finished the drift.
Oh,
we're in. I'm in. Here we go.
Okay, guys, we've got a double hook up with a slight difference in the fact that Jason just broke his rod.
Never let something as small as a broken rod get in the way of a good fish.
I'm lost for words. I know what it was. You could see how I was grumpy because I'd messed up the audio, and you thought, how could I cheer Tom up?
Listen, I'll learn you. That looks like a better fish, Tom.
No, it's a scrappy one, one of those scrappy ones. I reckon 3-4 pounder or something like that again.
Oh, we're blasting 3 or 4s now.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Crying.
So what this does mean is I can buy myself a new rod.
Good excuse to buy.
Tom's rubbing his hands together.
Wow. You're coming out here with a 40 quid spinning rod.
Yeah, it's served me well.
These, man, these are awesome.
That was the heavy one. More heavy spin. Obviously not very heavy duty though. So what am I going to use now? Boat rod. I think for these heavy jigs, mate, to be honest.
My spare is too light.
Well, I don't want to replicate that snappage.
No. Oh! I think I underestimated. Stop! I just reeled you in.
So what's happened here is I've got a broken rod and Tom's taking advantage of it by scooping up the big ones. So what have I got? I've got...
Oh. This is one stubborn fish. Got colour.
Net.
Oh, it's a bit
Gimped.
A little bit gimped.
Proud of you,
A
mate.
little bit gimped.
Proud of you.
Never mind. Good fish.
I need to actually get this.
Nothing bites harder than a foul hooked fish. A beauty, but not how you want to catch them.
Lovely fish. In.
Fish.
No idea how big this is on a different rod now. You know, it's kind of like, these big spin fishes are just beast reels. They're amazing.
Slammer.
Huh?
Slammer.
Slammer, yeah. I bought this with a bait runner on it for the live baiting.
Yep.
Under.
Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. No, come on. Yes.
Go on.
Toyed with
Double. He woke up when he saw the boat, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
He did. This is not what I was expecting. Over.
No, you're okay, you can drag that sideways.
Blasé now, aren't we? Loads of 50 centimetre fish and we're just dragging them about. Another nice one.
It's a beauty.
Beautiful hook up with a double assist hooks. One in one way, one in the other.
So many people still in the shop sort of not realising how well those assist hooks work and
Oh, they're amazing.
wanting to put a treble at the bottom still and things like that.
Treble hooks, especially when you're catching numbers of bass, are just
It's a
absolute nightmare. And they really damage the fish. They're all in their eyes and it's
Damage the fish, they damage
unpleasant.
you.
Yeah, that's the scary bit.
Forget netting it because that's just going to trash your net. Well, I've got a little babber for these drifts.
So we're gonna just quickly.
What, just because yours is twice the size of mine? Unbelievable. Yeah, all right. About the same.
There you go.
Yeah, you mind backing off about 20 yards?
Chuck that back.
Oh, that was a knock. Come on.
Come
Back for your dinner.
Come back.
Oh, again.
You want a sidewinder? Come over this way.
No, you don't. HDO.
Coming up on
Yeah.
it now, mate.
Oh, come on, come on. No.
There he is. Surely
It's
to
got to be a
God.
pout or something. That's 5 or 6 times it's rattled on that.
Line shy bass.
Yeah, no. There's still something. Look, look.
We're off that, mate.
How bizarre.
Bring it in.
And I've still got something chewing.
All right,
Look, look,
I know you like a.
There you go.
Oh, he followed that. Wow. Wow.
Toyed with that.
No!
It's back on again. I'm not. Maybe he swam towards me. Maybe I've made a right pig's ear with that.
Look at that. Look, look, look. See him?
That's him. Yeah.
That's weird. They're on those are on the
Aggressive
back
head
edge,
shakes.
those. So you reckon it's a smaller angry?
If I was a gambling man, I reckon
It's
foul
a bass.
hooked again.
Oh, gimping.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The way he's really erratically, I can feel him sort of rubbing on the line as well with his tail. Yeah, definitely foul hooked. That's a horrible fight, actually. Jaggedy, jaggedy.
Yeah. No. Just a better
Just a really big fish hooked in the mouth. All professionals here, don't worry. Let me just winch this in because it's a foul hooked fish.
Yeah, that's a 2-pounder that's gimped.
Look at that.
Beast Tom.
Look at that.
Well done, mate. Look at that. Stunning.
Look at that.
Is that £6, £5?
Beauty, isn't it? Absolute beauty. I can't believe how many times that bass had to go at that. Look.
I was
And
already,
you were like, well,
I was
go on,
already to
reeling.
go.
Yeah. And I was like, no, I don't want to because it's still
Called that, didn't you?
nipping and nibbling.
A load of fish on
Unless
the
it was,
bottom back there, look.
Unless it was smaller fish attacking
Yeah.
it, which then attracted.
Yeah. And that bass just went, that's mine.
Yeah, I'll show you kids how to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, go on, and again.
Go on! They're liking that one, aren't they?
There you go, that's on. No, it's not. Oh my God! What is going on?
I might get my flutter shaped ones on then. Mind you, I'm catching on this. I'm just
Just
liking that though, aren't they? Really liking that pink. Maybe
could
it's
just
the
be
colour.
a change of light.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, because to be fair, you had I think 3 fish on the bounce when I didn't have.
Oh
one.
no. I'm definitely changing. You absolutely sold me on a
Sold you on a pink
colour
one.
change. Well, I haven't got any pink ones on me. lost mine, I
I've
think.
got a sort of a bluey pinky.
Yeah, I'll have a little scan through my box and see what comes up.
That was definitely again getting hit by smaller fish.
Yeah, attracted it in.
Yeah. In fact, it's not a particularly big fish. Give me hooked.
What do you reckon? What do you reckon?
I'd give it to yes. Absolutely, I reckon.
I've got one pink one in there, but it's a bit. Chuck it back, mate. Be interesting to see if it's the shape of that one in the lower light that's
Could be.
changing it. There it is.
Hey, I done.
Change pattern.
That same pattern as mine then.
Yeah, same.
So a
generic
sort of a wider rather than a narrow.
leaf pattern.
Oh, I dropped it. I had one then.
He'll be back, mate. You know the rules.
Yes.
He'll be back.
Ooh, yeah.
There we go.
I don't know what's going on. No, other way.
Excuse me.
Oh, what's still for him? Maybe you're.
Oh no. Now we're
Yeah.
confused.
Oh.
Sake.
Doing my best to shake his fish off.
Sabotaging now. It's all got competitive.
Oh dear. Oh. Oh, look at the size of that one again. Oh, why aren't we using the net? There's a net
Yeah,
there.
no.
We're getting blasé.
Well,
Oh, that is exactly the same lure, isn't it?
yeah, pretty much.
Just rustier hooks.
Don't
comment.
start on all that rusty hook bit. You know that's the deciding factor. Big one?
No. A baba.
Huh?
A baba. A genuine little one.
Comparative.
Yeah.
Comparative
If this was a
baba.
head fish, we'd be like, look at the size of that.
In.
Well, mate.
No idea on this rod. A little smaller though. Oh, he's off.
Nah, swimming towards you.
Do you reckon? Oh yeah, he's f***ing swimming straight up. Well, I'm craning him in because he weighs a pound. Take your pick. Yep. Smaller fish.
That'll be a bass one day, mate.
You'd be absolutely w***ing yourself off if you caught that off the beach.
Oh, God, yeah, absolutely. Fish. That was a take.
I don't think it's particularly big. It's just aggressive as hell.
Just had a
on
knock
that
as well.
front edge. You had a knock.
Yeah.
Hey!
No, come on,
You
take
know
it,
the
take
rules,
it, take
Tom.
it. He'll come back, he will come back. I believe he'll come back.
He's on it now.
He's not.
I just went slack. I thought, give it some line.
How bizarre.
How bizarre.
This is what happened with that big one I had. There we go. Why did they do that?
Why are you coming back for that lump of metal?
You'd have thought it would be a
Idiot.
nailed bite or nothing, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mine's a small one. One more drift.
oh, he's gone.
No, he hasn't.
He has.
See, he was finicky in the first place,
Yeah.
wasn't he? And maybe you just clipped him with
Maybe
an
I
assist
foul
hook.
hooked him again, yeah. Right, this is our last drift, guys.
Honest.
Only reason why is because we do actually have to try and get home before it gets dark. I could just stay out here for hours doing this.
And have.
I mean, hours more. What a day on the bass.
We've covered pretty much everything, haven't we? Speed jigging, soft plastics, surface lures.
Yeah, surface, just subsurface.
And they've all paid out, different marks, different tide states.
I think from a sort of a beginner's point of view, following the birds, because you don't need to know any marks.
Yep.
You don't need to know sort of areas, because obviously where we're working here, where we're fishing here, there's no visible signs or anything like this.
This is a bar in the middle of a load of sand.
Yeah.
But if you follow the birds, what happens eventually is you work out where they're forming up over reefs, so you get your reef marks out of that.
It's still so much fun catching on the surface though, isn't it?
Oh, it's my favourite way, especially when you see them doing backflips.
But there just seems to be a lot of small fish about that way at the minute.
Yeah. In.
Well done, bud. Had a tech then as well. Go on, son. Go on, son. Give us a double on the last drift.
What you're saying is that not the last drift, it's not a double.
Absolutely. I can't let you have the last fish. Can you imagine that?
Oh, he's seen the boat.
Beauty, mate. He's gone. I've lost him. Couple of knocks.
Couple of knocks.
Come on.
I have a bad word said against my rusty hooks.
Last fish of the day, that one then, probably, Jace?
So,
Not the biggest.
Size is dropping off. But
Does seem actually the last couple of drifts, it does seem to have.
that
We hit that
pod of big fish. that
epic
was-
pod, which was just every
One
drift.
last drift.
One last drift. Come on. Shouldn't have done one last drift, Jace.
I know.
Jinxed us.
Is this going to be a mild drift now?
Can we just do this? Just jigging all the way home?
Only if you live in Cows.
We can find a hotel.
I'm happy with that. Come on then. Let's do it.
No,
I know.
I'm not ready to stop yet.
Long summer, Tom. You can tell Abby you haven't quite finished the bassing video 50 times.
I mean, is now a good time to say I just got hit?
Oh, you,
Yep.
I hate you.
Oh, no.
Look at that mackerel, man. Unbelievable.
Wow, that was a big show. That was right up on the surface as well.
Yeah. A lot of the time out here you do find the mackerel at sort of 10 foot, you know.
I think I've saved the smallest for last. It wasn't supposed to happen.
Gimped
I just couldn't let you have the last fish, could I? so competitive.
Today I can live with that. Swim up there, isn't he? You know, you get a bit weirded out when you've been catching so many fish, because that's not a bad bass, is it?
Well, it's, you know, if we'd caught that on the surface low under the head, we'd be over the moon.
Happy.
It's a small one. It's a little one. Interesting. The last couple of drifts were
It's dropped
smaller
off, hasn't
fish.
it?
So, time of day, state of tide, could have been anything, but not a whopper to end on. But I've loved it. What a day. Mwah.
Telling your wife.
So, one last drift?
One last fish, Tom.
We could do just one more, couldn't we?
Yeah. We'll do some
mean-
of that. Well, listen, if we still got light at the head, we'll fish there.
Yeah, obviously.